Hi, this is Doc Fields, and today I'm looking at a pivot polishing system by Butterworth Clocks Incorporated. This system is used with a lathe or a drill that you chuck your wheel up into, and it consists of 3 wheels, a gray one, a tan one, and a pink one. Now these wheels are rubber-like, kind of like Kratex, but they're also all 3 of them embedded with carbide particles. The kit also comes with an arbor, and it's a pretty nice one actually. I've got several arbors I use with my Dremel or Fordham tool, and they're Chinese and not very great. These run true when you chuck them up. And I'm going to be using this wheel today, kind of let you see it sideways here. We're going to be doing this pivot right there. Now I'm using my lathe here. It's a Shoreline 4000, and for a safety note, I would like to mention the fact that I keep the speed control always set to 0, so that way if I ever bump the toggle switch, it doesn't turn on, throwing one of my Tommy bars off into my face or somewhere in my shop. When I'm done using it, I flip it back to 0. The other thing that's really nice about this polishing system is if you have a lathe but you don't have a burnisher, this system will work quite well for it. When you use the gray wheel, it'll put like a matte finish on there. Then when you use the intermediate wheel, it'll put a little bit different surface on it, getting a little more shiny. And then when you actually use the pink wheel, it comes out in a mirror-like finish. And I think it's a lot better than using Semichrome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move these off of here. And we've got our test arbor here all chucked up and everything. I'm going to turn my lathe on. The lathe doesn't have to run very fast, but you do want your Fordham tool or your Dremel to run fast. You want to hold the wheel parallel to the pivot that you're going to do, and then I just move it back and forth across the pivot until you get an even matte finish. It doesn't take very long either. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up my Fordham tool, and we'll just apply it to the pivot here a little bit. And maybe you can see a difference already in the look of the pivot here. I'm going to change over to the intermediate wheel, the tan wheel. Next step. Just a pass or two is all it takes. And finally the pink wheel. Done. I shut my lathe off. I turn the speed control down. Now the one thing you want to do, Mark suggests putting a little bit of alcohol on a cloth. I don't have any alcohol available at the moment, so I'm just wiping the residue left over from this. And we'll get my Tommy bars. And then I take them out for safety, and there's the pivot. And you look at it sideways, it's got a very nice shine to it. And there you go. I think it's a great system for someone to use if they can't afford to get some of the more expensive tools and stuff. I don't see why a person can't do it with a drill and a Dremel. And Dremel tools are pretty easily available. They're relatively cheap. You can get some of the Chinese made ones for around $19 with a full gamut of polishers and wheels and things like that with it. Or you can use a Fordham tool, but you want the wheel that's doing the polishing to run very fast and everything, so it doesn't take very long. Well, this is Gary Fields, also known as Doc Fields, signing off. Thanks for watching my video.